True confidence comes from keeping your word to yourself day after day. As weak as the man who lets his thoughts determine his actions, and strong as the man who lets his actions determine his thoughts. There is no nervous when you're in service. There is no fear when the mission to serve is clear. What's up, everyone? Koniak here, and today I'm going to give you 3 ways to build the ultimate, true, unlimited confidence that will help you skyrocket your results both in your sales career and outside of your sales career, any part of life, your health, your relationships, your finances. Confidence is the foundation. So let's talk about what true confidence is. True confidence is not fake it till you make it. True confidence is, in a way, emptiness. You're not thinking about yourself. You can just be where you are and be fully focused on the other person, the people you're with, what you're doing, the task at hand. You don't have to necessarily force yourself to do something. You don't necessarily have to fake it till you make it. True confidence is not caring what people think of you. True confidence is being proud of the person you are inside and proud of how far you've come on the outside. So when you operate from that place of complete, contentment and emptiness, you can really think clearly, you can serve from the heart, you can give your all to whatever you're doing. And that's the confidence that I want to talk about how to build up to. If that sounds good, listen up. I'll break down how to get to that level. And it's really simple, but of course it's not easy. And the first thing that you need to do, the first key is commitment. Confidence comes from commitment. And when I talk about commitment, I'm also talking about discipline. True confidence comes from keeping your word to yourself day after day. So if you commit to something and you actually do it, your confidence will skyrocket. And that requires discipline. The two they go hand in hand. One of my favorite books, I'd recommend it for anybody in sales, is The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. And there's a quote in the book that I love, and it says, "Weak is the man who lets his thoughts determine his actions, and strong is the man who lets his actions determine his thoughts." Meaning, when you take action consistently, you feel better. This morning, I woke up and it just didn't feel good. I had a headache, didn't sleep great, didn't feel like going to the gym. I went anyway, and then I went in the sauna and I took a cold shower, and I feel phenomenal. My actions determine my thoughts and my feelings. So take action regardless of how you feel. Keep your commitment because you said you were going to do it. If you keep your word to yourself over and over and over again, you build trust with yourself. And when you trust yourself, others can trust you. It starts with you. It starts with keeping your commitments. That's number 1. Number 2, actually, before I get into number 2, make commitments. One of the things I do every year is a 365-day challenge. I do something every day that's going to better myself, better my life. And my 365-day challenge was this year, it's I read scripture every day. Last year, I meditated every day. The year before that, I sent a thank you note every day. So just like building that muscle of commitment gives you confidence in other areas. I go to the gym 4 to 5 days a week, and it builds my confidence. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So you can't just say, keep my word to yourself. You actually have to have a commitment that you're willing to make, and a big one that requires you to show up every day. I love the 365-day challenges for that reason. Second way to build extreme confidence is confidence comes from integrity. And integrity means living your values, okay? I'll put a link at the end of the video to the integrity gap because I talk a lot about this, but the opposite of confidence is shame. So shame is like beating yourself up because you're not living aligned with your values. So I'll give you a simple example. A lot of people feel ashamed because they didn't get anything done in the day, and they beat themselves up at night because they wasted the day. They got sucked into busy work or distractions. I know myself, I felt ashamed of myself in days that I'm not productive, for example. And the opposite of shame is grace and confidence and being proud of yourself. And where you feel most proud of yourself is when you live with integrity. And that means living your values. So if you see yourself as a hard worker, okay, then you work hard all day and you do the things you said you're going to do, and you keep your word to yourself at work, and you face your fear and you prospect to executives and you do all the things you know you need to do to be successful, you're going to feel extremely confident. It's kind of linked to commitment, but it's a little bit different. It's like your integrity is living in alignment and congruence with your values and your beliefs about yourself. That's what true integrity is. The opposite of integrity is shame. So if I'm a hard worker and I wasted the day, I'm going to experience shame. I'll give you another quick example of integrity. This actually happened last night. I was ashamed of how I showed up, but I lost my temper, and I pride myself on being a stoic person, but something happened at home and my wife got mad at me, and it was something that I didn't do. It wasn't something I did. She accused me of doing something I didn't do, and I knew I was not lying, and she called me a liar, and I'm like, I didn't lie. I didn't do it, right? It was such a minor thing, but what triggered me is I got called a liar, and I am very big on integrity, which means, being honest and not keeping secrets. And I got mad. I yelled. I said, don't call me a liar. I'm not lying. And I felt awful that I yelled at my wife because I got defensive, because my value system and my alignment is stoicism. So stoicism is not letting your emotions take you over, and it's not reacting to things going on. And I know that, like, my wife came in hot last night. She was gone for 3 days. She had the kids. She was stressed out. She was driving all day. When she got back, we're up in Lake Arrowhead, and it had nothing to do with me. So I saw that. I noticed that when she got in the door. She was just on one. I love you, Sandy, if you're watching this, but you were on one. and I totally observed that, and I'm like, this has nothing to do with me. This has nothing to do with me. And then she came at me for something, and I just, boom. I'm like, oh God. So I felt crappy today because I yelled, and that's out of alignment with my value system. So if you really, again, want to build true confidence, right, you have to live your values. You can't do things that are misaligned with your values. So if you see yourself as someone who's healthy and you're eating shitty day after day, like, you're gonna feel shame. So the integrity gap, think of the integrity gap as there's one line, which is your values and your identity. It's how you see yourself. And then you have another line, which is your actions and behaviors. And the degree to which your actions and behaviors vary from the integrity line is the degree of shame or negative self-talk, or how bad you feel every day about yourself. And that's the opposite of confidence. So if you want to build confidence, live your values, right? If your values are honesty, be honest. Don't keep secrets. Don't hide things, period. Little white lies. If your value is health, get to the gym and eat right. If your value is hard work, show up every freaking day. If your value is courageous, don't be afraid to pick up the phone and call executives. You have to live your values. And when you live your values, you got nothing to feel ashamed of. You got true confidence because you know you're being true to yourself and your values. And that's a daily choice. It's a daily discipline. If your values are family and you're not present with your family because you're on your phone, you're going to feel bad about yourself. Okay? If your values are fun and excitement and you're never taking a vacation, again, something's going to be off. So, like, getting clear on your values and living your values is a key to having extreme unlimited confidence. And the third area with confidence, again, there's so many different ways to get confidence, but for me, confidence comes from service. When I know I'm here to serve and to help, I can make this video. I don't care if it's perfect production quality. I don't care if the boat's rocking. I don't care, if I don't have my microphone, because I'm here to serve. I'm here to tell you exactly how you could build confidence. And when you're serving, my favorite mentor, Rory Vaden, says there is no nervous when you're in service. There is no fear when the mission to serve is clear. If you're focusing on the other person, especially in a sales call, especially in a meeting, and when you're meeting with higher ups, executives, C-suite, like, if you're interested in them and you're curious about them, You could just have a conversation and you're not trying to prove anything, because you don't need to prove anything, because you're good, because you're proud of yourself. You know you keep your word to yourself. You know you live your values. You're proud of the person you are. So you don't need to think about yourself, and you can fully commit to serving the other person. There is no nervous when you're in service. So for me, whenever I get in my own head, how am I going to look? How am I going to sound? What are going to people think? I just remember, you're here to serve, brother. You're here to serve other people, to help other people. Stop making it about you. So with that, I hope that really helps you. Again, to summarize, keep your word to yourself, set big goals, make daily commitments, and keep your word to yourself. Live your values, live with integrity. Don't do things you're ashamed of, and your confidence is going to go through the roof. If you have bad habits or addictions or vices, make a commitment to break those and watch your confidence skyrocket at work. And focus on helping other people get what they want, not worrying about what you want. Help others get what they want, and you will always get what you want. Be interested, not interesting. Okay. One last one I'll give you. I got too many one-liners. The more you try to impress someone, okay, the worse impression you're going to leave for them. Okay. People don't care. You all know people that talk, and it's like, oh God, what are you trying to prove? It like makes you feel gross. So you leave the best impression when you're not trying to impress, when you're just trying to help. So be curious, be interested, approach each customer with the idea of solving a problem or achieving a goal rather than selling your product or service, and watch how they lean in. Okay, if you really, really want to crush it in sales and build your confidence, it starts with the inner work. It starts with facing the person in the mirror and getting real with the areas that you're not proud of. And when you can work on those personal areas, it's going to show up fully in front of customers. So that's how you build the ultimate confidence. If you want to watch the Integrity Gap video, you can watch it right here. And if you're interested in coaching with me and working on yourself and becoming the person you're proud of so you can show up fully in and outside of work, you can book a call with my team here. We'd love to help you out. Take care, everyone.